All right, so here is our culvert. It's still sitting off to the side, a little before and after. So let's go get the new culvert and hey y'all, welcome back to the journey. So I'm actually up here towards the front of the property where the gate is to our driveway, and I need to get this culvert situation under control. So obviously the 12-inch culvert was not enough, and we had those real heavy rains come through and it just completely washed out. The culvert is basically a tree that stopped it from going any further, and it washed out all the rocks that we had put in there. If you guys had missed that video of where we installed this culvert by hand, no equipment, I'll actually link that up here in the corner. You can go check that out. But without further ado, less talking, more working. Let's go get this new culvert installed. All right, we got it all loaded up back there. If you can see, I step into the truck, get out of the wind. But now let's head back to the property. It's heavy, but not as heavy as I thought. I didn't really need these. I just muscled it off. All right, so boom, twice the size, twice the amount of water. Hopefully it's not too windy for you guys because I completely forgot to bring the microphone. But let's actually walk up the hill a little bit and we'll see the reasons of why so much water is coming down off the hill. So I actually came up here the other day, and if you kind of come in here through the thickets and the branches, you can see right here is where it all comes into one. But from this location, it actually goes up that way. There's 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 veins of water that's all coming down off this ridge that goes right down into the one that goes straight into where the culvert is. And then we still have those other veins of water that are coming off the ridge. So we actually have water that comes from the driveway. We have water that comes from this vein here, which actually quite a bit of water comes down that area. And then we also have this one over here that comes down, and a lot of water comes down from this, which it even constantly underneath this there's a live stream. So I don't know if that's just constantly coming down, which I can even show you quick. I don't know if you can see how water is still constantly flowing under the ground, coming out right here, coming from that location. So yeah, that is one of the biggest reasons why we have so much water coming down, and then even constantly flowing, because water is still going to continue to shed, from the ridge, even as it's going underneath the ground, and it's just flowing down. So we have to be able to contain it somehow. That's why we installed the bigger culvert. And if you want to know that one's going over to the other side of the property, which I can go show you right now. All right, so this one we actually want to install here. So I don't know if you can kind of see right here that there's already like an indentation in the road. So that's where the culvert is currently. There's a metal one in there that's collapsed. It's all rotten out, but you can see the other culvert actually comes out here, but we're going to make ours come out more over there. So instead of having to trench an area like this, it'll be pointed a little more towards the pond. But then I have a special plan that I want to do for where this culvert comes out heading towards the pond, and you guys will see that in a future video. All right, so for right now, that's basically just picking up the culvert, doing the things I need to do. So this is going to be a part 1 of part 2. We do have some major storms coming in tomorrow and possibly Friday. So tomorrow into Friday, I should be able to come out this weekend, hopefully, to be able to actually get that installed. And then I don't know about the smaller one. This one's actually going to take a lot more work, because we're not just digging up a culvert of where a previous culvert was. We're actually breaking fresh ground. So there's going to be a lot more rocks. There's going to be a lot more compacted dirt. And doing that by hand is going to take a little bit more work. So, but we're going to get the other one put in. That way we can at least get into the property on this side of the property, on this side of the creek. And I still am working on the bridge. I know you guys are like, hey, we only got 2 parts where you're moving logs. Well, guess what? I'm still moving those logs. I'm still moving that first log. So I need to acquire me some snatch blocks to make it a little easier of mechanical advantage. I am going to try something else first before going to buy those tools, something that I can build here on property, and seeing if that will help me. And then I still got to cut down the other 2 trees. So stick with me on that one. That one's going to be a slower process because it's a big project and I'm doing it all by hand with no big machinery. So same thing here with the culverts, doing it all by hand, no big machinery. So you gotta kind of stick with us, go through. I did have to lay down earlier today. I wasn't feeling well. It almost felt like I was gonna pass out. So I am staying hydrated though. I drank a big old glass of water, lay down for a little bit. Like I said, not trying to kill myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the house because it's almost dinner time now. Sun's going down fairly quickly. It's a lot of wind coming through. Hopefully it's not picking up too much wind here because I did not grab my microphone. But we definitely appreciate y'all. Just know that we'll get these projects done. They get done when they get done. But anyway, y'all, definitely appreciate y'all for following the journey. If you made it this far, we definitely appreciate you if you would click that subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And remember, always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.